Yo, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Galaxy Gaming, and today we're gonna talk about modal double face flip cards in Magic the Gathering. These are cards where they're double faced and you have to make a decision when you cast them what side you're gonna cast. For board games, we're gonna be highlighting a game called Imperial Assault, what I would call a big box game. And for video games today, I'm going to be talking about Just Dance 2020. I was listening to Mark Rosewater's Drive to Work podcast this week, and he'd mentioned that one of the things when the block went away and we were doing like one-off sets, they were missing some cohesiveness to the year of Magic. And one of the things they're going to implement this year are double-faced cards or flip cards. Zendikar Rising has them on lands. We have Kaldheim, Strixhaven are going to have some variety, probably more spell heavy. And then, of course, Innistrad with Werewolves is going to have double-faced cards, and it might integrate them in spells as well. So look forward to a whole year of double-faced cards, which I'm really excited about that. I always love double-faced cards. I feel like it opens up so much design from a game perspective, and I love the choices that you have to make. Specifically, let's talk about the modal ones in Zendikar Rising. These are cards where there's lands that have one color on one side and one color on the other, and you have to make the decision when you cast it which land it's going to tap for. And you cannot undo that decision unless you somehow bounce it back to your hand with some shenanigans. I really love the flavor wind of this set because it's saying like, you know, path of this or path of that, or you're starting your adventure, right? You got your opening hand, and are you going to go down the mountainside or are you going to go by the seashore? And there's this decision right at the beginning of which path are you going to traverse. And that's really exciting flavor when as Zendikar is the choose your own adventure set. So it adds that type of tension to your decision making. And those are the best kind of mechanics that meld great choices and interactions in the game that meld with the flavor of the set of what's going on. There's the bolt lands, the mythic cycle, bolt yourself or take 3 damage to have the land come in untapped, or cast this awesome spell. And as a lot of other people have mentioned, these lands are going to be great. Basically, it allows you to draw them late in the game and cast a big spell, or bolt yourself and have untapped mana, which is great. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes all the way back to Legacy, but it's definitely going to impact Modern, Historic, and they're going to be played out the wazoo in Standard. And I'm alright with that. These are actually exciting lands. They're not just, oh, if you control a mountain, it comes in untapped, and okay, there's a dual land right there. Sorry, Clifftop Retreat. But these are like actually exciting. These big spells, you know, think mass manipulation style X spells where you're going to draw them late. It's the same theme I was talking about last video where you draw something late and instead of it being a dud, is a stud. So we're going to go with that tagline. Just very excited for this mechanic and the whole year of how R&D is going to explore and push double-faced cards. I think it's so fun just seeing those cards in paper. Wow, I'm really excited. I know it's already out on Arena. I hope a lot of people are enjoying it. I'm still waiting to get a booster box next week in paper, and I'm going to be enjoying it kind of spoiler free, just cracking packs, seeing what's in there. And I look forward to posting some draft videos later on, so stay tuned for that. So let's move on to our board game of the day, and that's going to be Imperial Assault. Imperial Assault is what I call a big box game. It's a huge box, there's tons of stuff in there. Today we're going to talk about the main way to play the game, which is campaign mode. That's going to pin the dark side versus the light side. And so the one person, the dungeon master or game master, is going to be running the dark side, and all the gang of heroes are going to get together and be the good guys. And you're going to be on this map that the game master is going to populate. The rebels are coming in, and you have to do these missions like destroy these controls or detonate this, and you're going to get little missions, and the good guys are going to be running around, opening doors, interacting with crates, seeing what they can do, and basically infiltrating. They can plan ambushes. It's tactical combat. If you ever played something like Fire Emblem or Final Fantasy Tactics, it's basically a grid and you guys are going to take turns traversing the map, planning out your moves. So it's really cool. When you open a room, you're not going to know what's in there. And as soon as the door opens, the dungeon master is going to populate the room. And all of a sudden, maybe you walked into a gang of stormtroopers, or maybe, ooh, there's 4 crates here, no one's around. Maybe you have time to loot this stuff, and it's really fun. Every mission is going to be slightly different, and I really recommend this for a steady group of players. Who there's at least 3 of you. That way, there's 1 bad guy and then 2 good guys. That's pretty good. And if you have a few more, that's even better. But it's hard for large groups to meet. Now, during this pandemic, obviously, we cannot be meeting. I haven't been able to play this game in a while, and I'm really excited to be talking about the app. So with this app, if you ever played like Mansions of Madness 2nd Edition, it's basically going to be the bad guy for you, and just off of the base game, there's a 5-mission campaign. So me and my wife are going to be playing this today with the app that's going to act as the bad guys, and then me and her can actually team up, because I'm usually the bad guy. But me and her can actually team up and try to conquer this thing together. Now, the best part about this game is the dice rolling. You make your moves, you try to be all technical and stuff, and then you roll your dice and you try to make the best of it. Sometimes you're going to get surges, which are like extra boons or boosts, and you can do little special moves. Sometimes you're going to whiff, and no matter how much you plan, there's that dice rolling element to it. That's super fun. You know, if this sounds interesting at all, guys, I definitely recommend looking into it. There's tons of expansions and packs you can get. I got just the base game, and I'm planning on paying that up. And, you know, post-pandemic, I do hope to play a full campaign of the game with me as the bad guy once I can find a steady group. But for now, we're going to enjoy the 5-mission campaign. Look forward to painting these sweet minis as well. And if you're just at all interested in it, I highly recommend you look into it. People say like the whole, oh, this is Star Wars in a box. Like, that is kind of the feeling you get. It's pretty epic. So. And then for a video game today, we're going to be going kind of off the wall. We're going to be talking about Just Dance 2020. So Just Dance 2020 is a pretty sweet game. When you get it, you get 1 month of Just Dance Unlimited for free, which unlocks like hundreds of songs, I think, like tons of songs. And it has songs for everyone. Just yesterday, we were dancing for hours. I was dancing from anything to Eminem, to Disclosure, to K-pop, to some Latin music, Middle Eastern stuff. Like, man, this game is groovy. You can find, you know, pop, just anything you want. Like, it's on there. It's kind of a workout. You get in there, you start dancing. After a little while, you start sweating, take a little break, whatever. We have it on the Switch, so you just tie a Joy-Con around your wrist and hold it. And then, like, you're hitting the moves and it's reading the movement, and you're trying to get 5 stars, you know, as a dance. For this game, I highly recommend it for everyone, especially if you have a family or you ever played DDR, you just like got that rhythm, that groove. This game will get it out of you, and it feels like a party. So, you know, bust it out on the weekend, turn the TV up, and start listening to your favorite songs. I even like to let the fam dance, and sometimes I just rap the song and kind of do it like karaoke style, which is always fun. Hey ya, hey ya, oh, don't wanna meet your mama. But yeah, I know it's a little bit kind of an off the wall pick as far as a video gamer, but man, you gotta look into it. It's really sweet. It was recommended to me by a cousin of mine, and I got it for my kid, and I'm really glad I did, because we just groove. So if you miss going out and partying with your friends or miss dancing, this is it. This is the motivation to do it. And while you're at it, break a sweat and just have some fun out here. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll see you next time. Now this looks like a job for me. Now everybody just follow me, cause we need a little controversy, cause it feels so empty without me.